Hey you guys, it's your girl SK. Welcome to the Grace of Thrones. If this is your first time, welcome. This is the Honeywell session. We focus on healing and self-development. Okay, so I'm so happy you guys are here with me in this beautiful new year. Happy New Year to all of you. Right? I'm going to be starting off with some pre-meditated messages that I received yesterday on the new year. Right? And then we'll go into the cards here. So I'm going to cleanse this here. Alright. Okay, Alafia. I'm saying Alafia if you're wondering what am I saying. I said it 3 times. Alafia in Aruba means health, good health. So I'm sending you guys the blessings of health, 101 on a timer. And this is the first Sunday back of the new year. Welcome. And yeah. So with that being said, the messages Spirit have for you guys is life is art. Paint your dreams, sing your songs, enjoy the dance. Right. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay? Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So if you want the love that is here in the universe for you, that Spirit has for you, that the divine has for you, that others have for you, right? Not the ones who did you wrong, the ones that's here in your, that is here now, and the ones that are coming towards you as the future is bright. You're gonna have to forgive so that you don't taint these relationships, right? 2 to 2 on a timer. It's important for you to forgive so you can receive the highest form of love that is out here for you. Okay? This could be even forgiving yourself. Look at the sun, it just came up as soon as I said that. This is even forgiving yourself. Okay, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Look how the sun just came out crazy here. Crazy. This is for real. Spirit wants you. Spirit is highlighting, right? Highlighting. The divine is highlighting how important it is for you to use your intuition this year in all aspects. Anywhere you may find yourself indecisive, like, should I do this? Should I go left? Should I go right? Is it me? Is it she? What does your gut say? Use your intuition, baby. Okay? So, those were the messages that I received yesterday from Spirit. And it came from the Manifesting Your Soulmate Oracle. So I'm going to be pulling cards from here today for you guys. As well as Life's Soul's Journey Lessons, right? I believe it's called. And so I'll be pulling here from you guys later on as well. I'm also have the golden bag of fortune I'll pull at the end for you, right? We're going to start off with the healing cards because this is the Honeywell session, right? At the bottom of the deck it says sexuality, number 4, never play with you. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has for you. Spirit, please bring them divine messages for the collective. What is it that they need to heal at this present time, or are they healing at this present time, which you want them to focus in on? You know, what is the divine message you have for them at this present time? All right. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so we have the number 31, unleash your creativity. Right? Unleash your creativity. Number 31, right? And that's clarified by the number 19, temptation. Temptation. right? I was talking about in the last consultation or reading, whatever you prefer to say it, because the sun is out here. Temptation, okay? So there's going to be some highlights this year of temptation for you guys. All right, let's see what the card has to say. But oh my God, unleashing. So you guys could probably be tempted to like go all out now. Why not? I mean, the sun is shining. I feel like, let me come in so you guys can see, because the way the light, the sun is just shining. Right? So the consultation that I did last, oh my God, look at his face coming in too, you guys. Somebody sees you. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's praying for you. Look at that hand. Somebody has your back. Oh my God. Somebody, tempted to touch. Tempted to touch. I look at girl, but I need you so much. Do you see the sun rays that's coming in on this card? And look at this. This is beautiful. So like the reading that I had did, or consultation I had did prior to the new year, it was talking about major transformations coming in and into certain cycles. And the number 19 was on that card. So I don't know. I just feel like it can have some significance. So you may want to check out that video. Right. Yeah. And 31, unleashing your creativity. So let's see. Okay. And if you look, she kind of has like a magician hat, right? It's like you can do whatever you like, baby. What do you want? You look funky, spicy. You ready to make it roll, baby. Yeah. Got the tools. You got the tools you need to succeed now. Okay. And if you look, just how the sun is shining in there, if you look here, the sun is shining in that mirror too. Like, but like it's like the clock. It's like that stained glass mirror effect with this clock, and has air, like rays of sunshine. All right, and then this mask, right? Oh my God, like I feel like you unleash the creativity that is inside of you. No one can stop you. You will have temptations, and we will be tempted others, but no one will stop you, baby. Ew. Only you can stop you at this point. All right, so let's start with the first card. Let me get you distracted. The first card is up, unleash creativity. What you hiding there, baby? Your creative side? Why? Okay, so your creative talents and abilities are your most powerful assets. Allow your imagination to roam without limits and access new ideas without judging them. It is time for you to be innovative and birth unique creations. If you are feeling stuck, get up and move. Try new things, meet new people, read books, paint, etc. Concentrate on the area of your life where you need to be creative. Are you a creative singer who needs to share your talents with others? Do you have an affinity with gardening? Can you tell powerful stories? Are you technically minded? Can you whip up amazing meals? What is your special flavor of creativity? Whatever it is, give yourself permission and time to be inventive. The more creative you allow yourself to be, the more fulfilled you are going to feel. Focus on a challenge, okay? So there's a challenge, a task, okay, with this creativity going to be unleashing. Oh my God, did you see the sun? Spirit is in the building. What it do, baby? Focus on the challenge. Ask yourself, is it true, or are there other points of view I can adopt in relation to this issue? Take some pencils and pens and draw these options without judging or limiting them. Then stand up and ask your higher intelligence to show you new ways of doing things. Put on some music and dance. When the song ends, ask yourself, what other possibilities and creative ideas can I access? Take a pen and paper and write them down. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I told you yesterday, the card that Spirit had brought out from this Manifesting Your Soulmate deck is like, sing your songs. Life is art, paint your dreams, sing your songs, do your dance, baby. Pretty much. Right? Now, some temptation in the building. You're facing some temptation there. Okay. Oh my God. I just feel like soulmate here. True soulmate. Oh, I feel like somebody's praying for you, baby. 10-10 on the timer. Somebody's praying for you, baby. Somebody praying for you. Number 19. What it do, baby? You know 1 and 9 is 10. Life is full of temptations, and right now you are being asked to choose the higher path. You need to prove that you are worthy and important is clouding your true purpose and tempting you to make wrong decisions. Oh, Lord. Goody, what it do? You need to prove your need to prove that you are worthy and important is clouding your true purpose and tempting you to make wrong decisions. Become aware of what is happening in your life right now. Are you feeling bored in a relationship and looking for something outside of your partnership? Instead of being honest and working on the challenges you are experiencing or moving on, is there a work opportunity that is tempting you to act without integrity in order to get ahead? Don't do it, baby. Okay, so some of you could be in a relationship that, like, with your partner where you're probably like, listen, I'm tired of you. You feel me? And you probably feel like, you probably getting googly eyes when you move on outside, seeing something looking good. You got some options opening up, but, you might want to be mindful and be honest with yourself and see if you can work on that, you know what I'm saying, before just moving on. Or maybe it is time to move on, all right? Use your intuition, okay? And if there's a work opportunity that's tempting you to act without integrity in order to get ahead, don't do it. Don't even do it. Because you have nothing, you lose everything when you lose your character. You heard? So, nobody got time for that. Are you using money as an excuse not to follow your heart? Okay, this card asks you to focus on the bigger picture, be honest with yourself, and take the higher path. Another opportunity that is much grander than what you have imagined is on its way. Just be open to it and allow it into your life. Okay, so it's something in your life that she was working on, right? And Spirit is asking you, listen, see the bigger picture. See that something that's here? Look at the bigger picture. Be honest with yourself. And whatever you do, take the higher path. Oh, Lord. Take the higher path now, baby. There's another opportunity that is much grander than what you was even thinking. Oh, beyond your imagination, baby. It's on its way to you. Just be open to it and allow it into your life. Okay? Give yourself 5 minutes of uninterrupted time. Write down in what area of your life you are being tempted. What choices you have made and what are the best choices you could make. Rub your hands together, then place them slightly apart from each other. Imagine that you are holding an orange ray of light. An orange ray of light. That fire from this sun. I feel like Dragon Ball Z right now. Between your hands, focus on courage. What does it mean for you to be courageous enough not to buy into temptation? Place your hands on the part of your body where you need courage the most. Send the orange ray. Okay, send the orange ray there and repeat. I am courageous. And take positive action that yield the greatest results. That yield the greatest results. I am courageous. I am courageous. I am courageous. Okay, it's time for you to yield the greatest results here in 2022, baby. Imagine yourself acting courageously and doing what will lead you to the higher path. Moving on up now. You're moving on up, baby. Okay? That was beautiful. Now, what's shifting in your life, baby? Now that we know what you're hitting on, what you're working on that temptation and releasing that creativity. That's lit. Let's see what's out here for you. Because we know some things are shifting, right? Make sure I have all the cards in the right deck. Alright. sometimes they get a little mixed up. All right. This is the Shapeshifters Oracle, right? So we're going to be seeing what's shifting in your life, my dear. Spirit, please bring divine messages for the collective. What's shifting in their life at this present time? Let's see. What's shifting in your life, baby? Wow. Wow. Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a great leader. That's the shift. Unleash that creativity. You feel me? I don't even know why I put those cards back, because I want to recap with you guys towards the end. All right. Hold up. Because this is beautiful. They all go hand in hand. Where you at, baby? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me keep them out here. All right, so Elizabeth and the Great Lion, it's time to become a great leader. It's time to unleash your creativity, be mindful of temptations, keeping your integrity. It's time for you to become the great leader that you're meant to be. You're a lioness, or you're a lion, okay? You are meant to rule the jungle. You are meant, even if you're dealing with that, because listen, I'm in the Iron City jungle, as they say. And that's New York City. So even if you're in a jungle environment, you can lead. You can take lead of that, baby. Yeah, you need to follow. Well, you're a leader. Okay, you're a leader. You're a leader. Okay, and it's time. Look at the sun. It's time for you to become that great leader. Okay. All right. Now that was clarified with a loyal guardian, a magical protector is there for you. Number 33. Okay, number 20 here and the number 33 here may resonate with you, okay? Now, 33 is a mastery number, right? 20 for me is like a double completion of a cycle, as well as like an heighten of awareness and enlightenment. And the way the sun is just blessing this consultation with Spirit, you already know this is a confirmation. For real, you good. You protected. Listen, it's time for you to take your throne now. Welcome to the Grace of Thrones now. It's time for you to sit on your throne. Okay, sit on the throne in your life and take lead, okay? Because you're a great leader and you ain't got to worry because you're protected. Now. Let me get this up here for you. Okay. A great leader, aren't you? You got 99 problems. But, you know, a joker ain't one. Got no time for the jokers, all right? That may be tempt you to come out of character, losing your integrity here. Say bye-bye, baby, bye-bye to those jokers. All right, so Elizabeth. Can you see Elizabeth? Let me make sure you can see Elizabeth. All right. Yes, Elizabeth and the Lion. The message is it's time to become a great leader, okay? These two have come forward as one. They are indivisible and interchangeable, the masculine and the feminine, both divine. Elizabeth and the Lion have made an appearance to you for a good reason. It is your need for the energy of the magnificent lion, his royalty, dignity, blood stirring, and fearful roar, enormous main power and speed, and ability to luxuriate and accept difference and offerings. It is also your need for the commanding presence of Elizabeth, a queen, a shapeshifter with fairy blood who showed was what it means to endure danger after danger, and in the end to take up arms and rally troops to impossible victories. Oh, you done been through the mud, they done drew your blood, but it's time for you to stand up and show them that, baby, the impossible victories is surely possible indeed. To have your own victory after victory. Impossible as it may seem, you too must find that lion heart within you, the royal blood that beats within your heart, and the pride that allows you to rise up and speak your words of truthful inspiration to others. At times you will fall, but like Elizabeth, the triumphant queen, you who rallied again and again and again, you will be clever, okay? You will be clever, learned, wise, diplomatic, cooling, peaceful, and courageous. Many will follow your inspirational lead, and the world will be made more joyful thanks to your courage. Okay? You must now express your authority and prove correct the trust that people have shown in you. When you have a great task to do, it is natural that fear and fearful self-talk will stage a sudden entrance. Oh, let me recap that for you now. Okay? When you have a great task to do, it is natural that fear and fearful self-talk will stage a sudden entrance. It is wise to understand that there will be times when you will wonder if you can continue. And there will be times when a simpler, easier, more subservient existence will be better than this striving to truly be the sovereign, the leader, and the educator of others. But if you rise to this offer, we will walk with you for a while. You will overcome an impossible danger, and you will show how resilient and strong your human heart is. You must make a stirring speech, manage a troubled group of people, face a great threat, and somehow manage with meager resources. You are a leader. You are a leader. You will triumph if you remember the flow of blood that runs through your courage and staying power. Nothing will make you back down. You will hold it, outwit, and come to victory again and again. Understand that at present, what you represent has immense symbolic power. You must dress and speak the part, and for a time, you must put your energy toward a much greater cause. There are people and beings who rely upon your example. You will be prompted, and with this great new blessing will come great responsibility. You are up for the challenge again and again and again. Like it or not, you're a leader. Now show you can be a great one. Like it or not, baby. Come on now. It's time. It's time, and you ain't got to worry. Yes, the dangers are there, but you got victories, and you're going to get your victory. Victory after victory after victory. So you ain't got to worry. Because you got also a loyal guardian, okay? A loyal guardian. Okay, so this sweet fairy being holds within her arms a fierce, loyal, and very strong Rottweiler who will keep all predators and bullies at bay. He is an unwaveringly devoted to protecting his fairy friend and to protecting you. The loyal guardian is so powerful that he is unable to be hurt, and he will stand guard and watch, growl at fights, and even kill any who attempt to harm you at this stage. They better not play with you now. Okay, you heard what I said? The loyal guardian is so powerful that he is unable to be hurt. And he will stand guard and watch and growl at fights and even kill any who attempt to harm you at this stage. You ain't got to worry. They better not play with you now. The loyal guardian is so powerful. This card is a sign of a fierce protective magic surrounding you or another one with you who is fragile. Those who need protection are like newborns. They may have been bullied or hurt, picked on, and teased to a point where they feel it is better to be ignored and left alone than to be noticed and hurt again and again. When this card makes its appearance, those with unjust desires or intentions towards you or a vulnerable person you know will be warned off before they have the chance to come close. You are so very protected at this time. Have no fear. Have no fear, my dear. You're so protected. You have been bullied, and at this time, you are more vulnerable than even before. You are like a young child, a baby, and you are fragile. I say this not to alarm you or to instill in you belief in weakness, for you will grow strong in time. But for now, I will protect you and allow you to be yourself, your true self, without fear. This is what your guardian wants you to know. Think of yourself as a newborn. Babies are at their most vulnerable after transitioning from the sea of the womb to the world of breath and air. You are making a huge change, and this makes you vulnerable. When you are rebirthing, changing your life, you need mentors and strong, calm guardians to assist you in moving into a world that seems full of danger. With my steadfast, calm confidence, you will be safe. You can face the changes and the threats without becoming overwhelmed or rushing back to a familiar, less sensitive state because it seems safe. You need guidance, protection, companionship from those whose senses are refined, honed, and blade sharp, and who are fearless in their use. At this time, you must have protection, a guide to show you the way, a powerful being to watch over you, to look out for you while you reform and regroup. Your guide is the equivalent of a watchtower staffed by a vigilant warrior, assuring that you can do what must be done in safety and peace, and what will be informed of impossible changes, dangers, or threats coming towards you. As this protector, I will growl fiercely at any whom might harm you. And I know that as you grow, you will teach the young ones the truth. The magical protection is sometimes necessary and always available. So this guardian let you know that, listen, they always on site, always on scene for you. You ain't got to worry. Whenever you need them, they'll be there. Right there, baby. Okay? You will have with you energetically at this time a very protective guardian. There may be some new people or situations in your life that make you feel threatened, uncertain, and uncomfortable. This weariness has been noted, and this shapeshifter in form of a large, devoted, and very powerful companion will be at your side, sniffing out danger, sounding an alarm at any threat, even readying to fight for you should it come to that. If there has been bullying or behavior that has intimidated you, you have someone on your side who will not let you down and who will not let you face this alone. Now, going back to this deck, the healing deck, remember, if you look here, he got his hands on. I got you from above. I got you. They got you close. They got you now. Don't worry. You straight. You're going to be straight. All right? Now, let's see what your soul truth is. Then we're going to see what your angels and ancestors have to say. Then we'll jump into the soul manifesting oracle. Okay. What's your soul's truth at this present time, Spirit? What's the collective soul truth at this present time? What is the collective soul truth at this present time? Okay. All right. I got stuff to say because I teeth left out. All right. So, and then we got 3 more. Okay. But you know what? 5 is the number of changes. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to life? Are you getting enough rest? Are you getting enough rest for yourself? In order for you to show up to life fully now. You are the asset. The body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you are getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Okay, take a bath, put on some lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself time out today. Notice your body thanking you. Okay, today's mantra: the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. Okay, am I apologizing for my truth? Are you apologizing for your truth? Are you? What part of you is apologizing for your truth? Why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you're brave enough to speak. to speak it. You know what I'm saying? Speak your truth. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There's room for all of us. Courage is contagious. And this comes back to that leadership, right? That leadership. Right? Because you having the courage to speak up for others is going to give others the courage to speak up for themselves. Okay? Today's mantra, courage is contagious. You are contagious, baby. You giving people courage. You just go around and they say, courage, I feel it. I can feel it in the air. When they come around you. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Well, you're here at the Grace of Thrones, aren't you? Okay? Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Look at yourself with a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth. That you are infinite, you are loved, and that you are already there. Don't apologize for your truth. You're already there. Okay? Am I communicating my needs? Are you communicating your needs? Your needs matter now. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Don't apologize for your truth, because and if you fear it to show your truth, ask yourself, is it possible that what you're fearing is not true? To hold back your truth? It ain't right, baby. Today's soul action for you. Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter? And do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? What you need, baby? What if it isn't true? The thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think that you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you are not enough, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? Today's soul action. It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes. Put your hands on your heart and ask the wise one within. Come on now, the wise one, the wise leader within you now. Come on now. What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Journal your answer. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? What lie do you need to let go of in order to reach your soul's truth, baby? Ask yourself. Okay? Now, let's see what your angels and ancestors got to say for you here. Okay. Let's see what they got to say for you, baby. Let's see. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more good. It's time, baby. Let's go. Time to trust in high forces. Shaman energy. You got a shaman, an ancestor, angel, God. And from the loyal guardian, you feel me? From this one up here, from the sky, from the heavens above. Okay? They let you know you need to trust in higher forces. All right, bring that sun. The sun that went away, but it was all up in here earlier. Trust in higher forces, baby. Trust in higher forces. See that owl? Ancient gods. You're very wise. All right? If you have native background and you wanted to see some feathers for confirmation, if you look back here, you'll see that's my Queen of Cups right there. I'm very creative. Yes, I am an artist. Yes, we'll talk about that next time. We're here for you. So I'm just getting that some of you guys have some native, you know what I'm saying, ancestors, you know what I'm saying, or your ancestors traditionally use feathers, right, shamans, right? And they're letting you know, like, it's time for you to trust in higher forces right now, all right? All right, so I just heard that's it from here. That's what you guys want you to know, trust in higher forces. So let's see what's going on in the manifesting your angels, manifesting your soulmate oracle. And I truly believe that you are your first soulmate and that it all begins with you. Love begins with you, right? So, like, whatever comes out, comes out. I was just led by yesterday's meditation to bring this out for the healing session, the first healing session of the year. All right? What's going on, baby? Okay. I thought I'm not going to take it like this. Okay. Spirit, clarify that. Spirit, clarify. All right. All right. So this card says, in the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes that is enough. But it came out in reverse. I'm getting there's something that you didn't try on enough. And it's not the end. Oh, yeah. It's not the end. This is something that you really care about or someone you really care about. So there needs to be more of something. Okay. And I remember in the Temptations, like if you're at there's a relationship or a challenge you can like work on rather than just moving on. You know, you might want to be mindful. The card that came to clarify that is, right, you see that, remember the sun was out in this conversation or reading, you know, whatever you want to put it, very heavy and earlier, right? And you see the sun is on this card, the sun is setting, but it came in reverse, right? So instead of like where you thought something was going to like, the sun was going down, like, you know, the lights were out, no. It's actually arising to something. According to Greek mythology, humans are originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into two separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. And this is Plato's the Symposium. Okay, so this is saying like, yeah, this is like a relationship for somebody here. Okay, you might have thought it was the end, but it's not, right? You probably felt like it's lights out for that, but like something is about to rise in this relationship or something, this union, right? Or someone. It don't have to be a love relationship. It just could be a relationship in general. Okay, or your relationship with something that you really love, right? Spirit is saying that, you know, you gotta give more. Okay. You have like, you know, you need to give more. You need to care more. All right. You need to try more. Like somewhere 38 timer, you haven't tried enough. You need to try more. Okay. There's something or someone in which you didn't try enough. Keep trying. Try some more. It ain't over yet, baby. Okay. And, it's like your other half. It like don't give up, because whatever it is, it's the completion of you. Okay, whether this be a career, a project, a love one, like your other half, like to fill your heart, you know. The other half of you, like to complete your soul's mission, right? Yeah, so okay, that's what I got from that. And let's see what the lessons are for you at this time. All right, what's the lessons for it has to be? Oh my God. Okay, I ain't even done it, but it just flipped out like this. And forgiveness came out. Remember forgiveness came out yesterday? I told you as I pulled it before. So this is a confirmation that Spirit really wants you to work on forgiveness in order to not block the flow of love, okay? Because when you harbor like unforgiveness, these things, it blocks that. And the card that also flipped out here is success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love, baby. Okay? If you see like this, it kind of feels like a maze a little bit. Like, baby, just love. Okay? Just love. Anyways. Okay. So forgiveness and success around love. Okay? Or you loving, that's kind of loving yourself, seeing yourself in others. Pride. Yo, look, this is a confirmation. Pride came back out. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. This is a confirmation, straight up, okay? And freedom. Okay, in order for you to get the freedom that you want, you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, really love yourself and be able to see yourself in others, all right? Okay, so freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Some of you guys are struggling with this. You're waiting for someone else to tell you you have the power or give you permission. You don't need their permission. You're waiting for somebody else to give you happiness. You don't need their permission to be happy and free, okay? You possess the power, okay, to create the freedom you want in your life, okay? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You possess the power. You have the free will to create your own happiness, baby. All right? Now, let's wrap this up with a fortune. It's fortune time. It's fortune time. It's fortune time. Okay. Yo, I got the gold bag for you now, baby. Okay, let's see. All right, we got 3 messages for you. So, I think the sun is coming back out. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, so your first fortune is, the ultimate test of a relationship is to disagree but to hold hands. Somebody here gonna have to work it out. I'm gonna put it like that. Use your intuition now. The ultimate test of a relationship is to disagree but to hold hands. Okay, your lucky numbers are 35, 36, 12, 10, 5, and 6. Now, the next fortune I have for you is, it is not the will to win, but the will to prepare to win that makes a difference. Right? That goes back to that unleashing that creativity. Let's go, baby. It is not the will to win, but the will to prepare to win that makes a difference. Your lucky numbers are 23, 47, 36, 40, 13, and 2. And a beautiful word of inspiration here for you is, communicate sacredness, build it, share it, and spread it. And that goes back to that leader. That leader. Right? Come on now, baby. Okay, it's your girl SK. Thank you for joining me here at the Grace of Thrones. This is our Honeywell session, which we meet every Sunday. So please do go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so when I post, you'll be the first to know. And you will be notified, okay? I am now open for personal consultations or readings, however you want to put it. Okay, I will leave the information for that below, okay? So, yes, be well, be beautiful. See you soon. Ashe.